Hey everyone, my name is Marcos Banchame, and today we're gonna dive into something that's kind of a big deal in our city, and that's shelter access. Now, when I say right to shelter, you might think that's some fancy government slogan, but it's actually one of the most powerful promises New York City has made to its people. And because this is NYC, where we've got bagels, Broadway, and sometimes bureaucratic chaos, I'm gonna make this quick, clear, and as real as possible. So here's the headline: New York is the only major US city where everyone has a legal right to shelter. And that is correct. If you're homeless and you ask for help, the city has to find you a bed. This all started back in '79 when a court called Callahan versus Carey. A man named Robert Callahan sued the city saying that under article of the city state constitution, people had the right to aid and care, and that included shelter. And guess what? He won. The case turned into a moral idea: no one should sleep on the streets. And it turned into an actual law. So yeah, the only New York City you can find a pizza shop on every block and a legal guarantee to a bed. So that's pretty awesome. Now here's a breakdown for folks that might not be in the know. Single men can go to 30th Street Intake Center in Manhattan. Single women can go to Franklin Shelter in the Bronx or Help USA in East New York, Brooklyn. If you're an adult family with no kids under 21, you could go to AFIC, also located on 30th Street in Manhattan. Now, if you're a family with kids and proof of it, you can go to Help. You can go to PATH, which is located at 151 East 151st Street in the Bronx. So depending on your situation, there's some specific places you can go. It's not glamorous. No one's serving room service, but it's a start and it's your right. Now let's talk about IDs and different scenarios that you might, come upon. Someone just got evicted and still has their ID. They should go straight to the correct intake site. Having IDs like having a fast pass at Disney. It gets you through quicker and gets you a conditional bed while they check on your case. Scenario two: no ID, which happens. You get robbed, you get mugged. Somebody mistakenly throws your stuff out. It happens. Still go to the shelter. The city can verify identity through hospitals, school records, DMV, things like that. They'll find you. That won't be a problem. So don't think just because you don't have an ID, you can't go into shelter. So start the ID replacement process as soon as possible. Scenario three: sometimes if you're in a wheelchair or have medical needs, all intake sites are accessible except one. And there are drop in centers that can help you, like Main Chance in Manhattan or the Living Room in the Bronx. You could also request a reasonable accommodation for health and mobility transportation. And scenario four: if you're denied multiple times, don't give up. You can appeal with the Legal Aid Society or the Coalition for the Homeless. They're like your public interest superheroes, helping you fight for your rights to a bed. Now, a quick tip everyone should know: here's a big thing. You don't need ID to get shelter, but it helps big time. If you lost everything, start replacing your New York State IDs, your birth certificate, and social security card as soon as you can. And if everyone ever feels unsafe or mistreated in shelters, call the Coalition for the Homeless hotline. They actually listen and they'll take action. They're your advocates. Now, here's what I want you to take away from this. In New York City, shelter isn't a favor. They're not doing you a favor. It's your right. The system isn't perfect, but it's built on compassion and community. If you know someone who's struggling, share this info. Help them take the first steps, because at the end of the day, we're all New Yorkers. We look out for each other. And when we do, no one faces homelessness alone. Thank you, and you have a great day.